What teachings or values guide you in your role as a woman supporting the community?
Well, I work at the health center and I contact a lot of elders, especially women, and I learned a lot of compassion and patience. Uh, when we work with the moms, we teach them a lot of patience and compassion. Being a good mother starts at home, and a good woman actually. You learn all the values that is passed down from your kukums and your chapans and your ancestors. And we try to teach that to women who are have that lack of support or guidance.
Can you give a couple ideas on what kind of groups and work you do with the women in the community?
Uh, Prenatal classes. We do a lot of teachings. We do a lot of arts and crafts. We do the moss bags. So we have an elderly woman that helps us and explains the purpose of the moss bag. And we bring in a lot of elders to the community center, well, the health center. And a lot of them went through, like they go through so much already being an elder. They've seen so much, and we wanted to continue supporting them because a lot of them are alone at home. So we bring them out, even just to come sit around and visit with each other. But we try to do arts and crafts and some canning for them. A lot of that support, we want them to know that we're here for them, that they're never alone. And we kind of ask them, like, do you want elders home on the community? They kind of say 50-50 because they want to stay home forever. And some say, I'd rather be in a home where I can see friends every day. I'm not so alone because they get lonely, and a lot of them don't have a lot of family that come check on them, or they don't have no family. And we tried to incorporate the prenatal class with the elders program as much as we can so that they can hear the stories and the elders can give them advice and support that way too. Yeah. And we do a lot of home visits, especially to the elders that are very alone. We try to be there as much as we can for them.
So, when you organize the community events with the women and the elders, what important values do you implement in spending time with them?
Oh, like I said, the loneliness, you can just see it in them. And then when we walk into their house, you can just see them light up. And then bringing them out to be together, we take them out on trips just to go visit other elders in other homes that some of our elders live in other like senior lodges and around surrounding our community. We go visit them, and we want to keep them going that way so that they're always know that somebody's there for them. you know. And we strive to take them out at least once or twice a month, but as much as we can, we try to bring them out once a week. So I'm really hoping that they get at least a senior center together for them. So they would really love that, even just to visit. Some like to play cards, some just like to do baking, some like to do sewing. Elders, they just like the elderly men. They just like to visit. Yeah, they tell stories like crazy. Yeah, yeah.
How do you understand the idea of being a good relationship worker in your work and in your life?
Oh, okay. In my life, to me, it's important between my husband and I that we show a lot of love toward each other, that we talk amongst each other, that our children are seeing us at home, caring for them, that we care for each other, we show each other love, and we show that to our children. Now that we have our grandchildren, now we have a chapan, we'll be continuing that. Um, as a worker, I love where I work at. I love working for young moms, and we a lot with the elders, especially. Yeah, I carry that as much as I can. I bring a lot of passion and happiness. They healed me a lot, when I was grieving. Being around them, it just gave me a lot of strength because they shared their stories with me, and they've been through way worse than I've been, and I appreciate them so much.
Oh, fun. I'm going to ask you a personal question. What are your favorite memories or roles or family memories, traditions that you remember with your parents?
Oh, um, mm, I can picture my parents sitting in a wagon, old wagon with horses, sitting in the back, going to church every Sunday, all season, spring, summer, fall, winter. It was just the best warm feeling ever. Like my parents, we grew up in a farm. We had cows, horses, pigs, everything. And my mom worked in a garden every year, and she made us work in the garden every year. She did so much beating. I just see that as so much canning. She was very hard worker. My dad, I don't know, he was one of a kind. He was the goofiest, funniest dad I've ever seen. Like they brought so much love, and we had 16 in our family, so many, and she had miscarried. I know of one, yeah, and they made us work. Like we had to work and do a lot of responsibility. I learned a lot from them. I know they didn't really experience residential school. They worked hard. Their parents kept them on their farm. They must have, but I think they said they were hidden from the Indian agents back then, and they worked hard. And my mom grew up with lots of girls and one brother in her family, and her dad was a hard farming worker, so he hid his daughters to work, but they loved it. They learned so much from living off the land. Traditionally, we went to sun dances and camped in big tents. That was the best feeling. Well, everything was so good, I guess. But we experienced a lot of alcohol. Being a big family, older siblings end up drinking. And we had a little bit of drama here and there, but it wasn't too bad, I guess, because my mom and dad were raised culturally, and they were raised strong Catholics as well. So we we grew up with a lot of love. Hmm.